Hey guys, Sakurai here. So I wanted to sit here and talk about what I think Lars needs in Season 2. I want to first make the note, I don't think Lars was bad for Tekken, but more for Tekken 8. Tekken 8, I feel like he was created lackluster. Pre-release, if you got to try this game as well, like I did, he wasn't that bad, actually. He had some decent stuff. Like, a good example was this dash was much stronger. The whole... What was it? That was much stronger. Rising, that was so much better, and you actually had an opportunity to combo with it other than just as the follow-up. That actually was awful when designed, or not designed, I shouldn't say the move itself, but the problem was it's like the way it changed, it had a different hit property. You could actually like combo better with it. Now it's kind of like you only get the one and you have to heat to extend it. So it's kind of hard. But I digress. I'll mention a couple other Lars mains who've made videos or have talked about their points, and I'll make sure to link their information down below. And actually, one person I will be referencing a lot is Kazuku Lars, because he made a video, I think, 2 days ago, and I'll actually put like a little thing where you can go and check out his video and see how you want to compare, contrast our ideas and the opinions. So shout out to him. So first note I wanted to make, Lars... Okay, mobility, awesome. Loves mobility. I do feel, and his tracking's good. I'm really hoping with the sidestep buffs, we should see some information. Now, take note also with Kazuka's video, you're not really gonna see as accurate information just because he talked about the Tekken talk. He didn't make the video with the patch update. That's kind of where it's different, and I'm kind of curious to see if his opinions are going to be slightly different from that. So you can even go to his Twitch and ask him about that. I might even put that in the description as well. But first, I wanted to talk about what I think his nerfs should be. First, Lars' biggest nerf for me is going to be Dynamic Entry 3. This move is interesting because I've been playing since the start of Season 1. Not even the start of the season. I got this game upon release day, and this move was +3. Now, there was the problem that they did mention where if Lars does this move and they are at rage, you could have been rage-art. And that's admittedly kind of dumb. It is dumb. It makes it really hard for Lars to kind of play the game. It makes situations very difficult. So, this was a fix to make sure Lars could play through that. But my better question is, why did we do that when we could have done something that kind of resembles this? Sorry. I'm doing this on my controller, so you'll have to be patient with me. So you could cancel that. You can cancel that option and punish with it, and it's really good actually. But they didn't give this that. They made this a +5 on hit, and it kind of made Lars' gameplay a little stale, which was already kind of stale because his current neutral is this. That's not much of a neutral. But that's what it is. You have to play a lot of small Tekken with Lars in Season 1. That was Season 1 Lars. So, admittedly, I want this nerfed. I feel like this genuinely needs a nerf. It's unnecessarily strong, and it doesn't need to be that way. Okay? Next, this. I hate that this is only counter hit. I'm not saying I demand my 10 frames be guaranteed, but it's like, Law has this. Law has this, Kuma has it, not counter hit. Like, a lot of characters in this game actually have a confirmed 3-hit that either goes into a string or goes into a tech trap. And it kind of frustrates me that Lars just doesn't. It's only... So, I will say, you can keep it as it is, and that's fine. And honestly, that will just bump the skill level of this character, and people can stop saying, easy character. But then also, we can do this and make it -14 if we make a pure confirm, which would make sense because, you know, Kumas can be punished. You can punish Kuma with that. If he goes 1-1-1, you go boom. And it works. Alright? I think that is something that desperately needs to happen. I also personally would like I don't think there's anything else I can think of a nerf. I was about to say the buffs. I apologize. I don't know many other nerfs he really needs, because there's actually stuff he needs more of, especially coming into Season 2. And I want to make it very clear, I don't think he needs to be broken. I just think he needs certain things to make his gameplay better. And all around, I don't think he's a bad character. It's just he's kind of in a not the greatest point. He just needs to be, how do you say, competitive. I think that'll be better. I want it to be where, like, you go to a tournament, like how you see Steve's and stuff like that. Steve is not the most broken, but he's a good character. I think that's what I kind of want to see Lars get to. Although Steve is actually pretty good. I digress. So, next we want to look at what buffs should he get. Because, honestly, I can't think of any other nerf at the moment. The first buff I think I would want to see is this. This one's +1 on block, puts them into this funky crouch state. These two moves, oh wait, we should turn off the block for that so you guys can actually see. It's specifically these two moves, because these are kind of his poke tools. I hate that this is +1, a -1. Because it makes doing something like this extremely dangerous. You've now made a 12 frame rising, and funny enough, Brian has a faster thing for that. And if you attempt to challenge it, you're gonna face a nightmare. Now, Brian might see some nerfs next season, so I'm not gonna be too considered on that, crazy about it. But I definitely think this needs to be dealt with. It doesn't need to be super high, but just a little more. Give me a little more frames. That's all I'm asking. Just give me a little more frames. I honestly want to see, now Kazuku Lars said he wanted to see limited entry 1 become a counter hit launcher, I believe. I kind of don't agree with this. What I say kinda is I'm not against it, but I think I would prefer a tech trap. I think it's more fun, because right now, the only way you can really do Lars's tech trap from crouch, that one specifically, where you do down back 4 into down 1, or down 2, sorry, down 4 2, is by using Lars's arguably most punishable move. Or his most used move that is extremely punishable. And by doing that, you now have access to stuff like this. And then do that. Do you see how, like, good that would be? If it was just one more frame, you would be guaranteed to punish. Which, right now, honestly, actually works a lot. If you know people who love to, like, use it, but it won't stop, you know, crouch jab. Which, they're already in crouch, so of course you're not going to be able to really counter it. And Kazuku even mentioned something that was like this when we talk about this move. Where this move should definitely have a counter option as well. Or a frame trap option, which I don't disagree, because right now, in the current state of Tekken, Lars, a lot of people love to do this. They just love to sidewalk. So what do we use? We use this. It's really good at keep out. It's really good at spacing. I love this move. Super Kuma even told me I needed to use. I don't use it enough, so I've tried to like open it more. But you can see where it already has good range on it. So if this just had to be +5, you'd be guaranteed that, because there's nothing else you can really do other than this. This is the only thing. Arguably this, but this is punish. This is a punish. So you could just say, hey, I can do that. You're not wrong. But I personally wouldn't do that. Because neg 18 is not my favorite thing to do. So I'd say that is what needs to be dealt with. I think overall, one of his biggest buffs he probably needs is a slight amount of tracking. I'm not saying make him right now Brian, because I can't stand when Brian does this move and they'll be like all the way over here. Or I'll stand right there and he still hits me and I'm just like, yep. Tekken 8 Brian, boys, let's go. That was a fun game of Tekken. So I would say for sure just a little bit more tracking. There's certain moves that have weird amount of tracking, such as this, as we've mentioned before. The third hit just will 180 shot somebody. Why does it, at least, like, I get it, okay, cool, it gives him some realignment. But how about the first two parts? Make it that. Make the first one, you know, whiff, but the second one can catch him a little bit if they try to press. Alright, like, it should be around that kind of situation for him. And I'm not going to go into a crazy ton of buffs for him, But these are kind of areas where I want to see fixed. Now, that being said, there are certain moves I want to see removed from the game. Because personally, I find them really annoying when I accidentally do them. But better yet, they don't seem to have a place for Lars in this game. A good example is this punch. It is a 15 frame plus 9 option. Now, it's kind of chunky, I won't deny. Look at that punch. But what am I going to do with this high? That's a 15 frame high. It's so weird. Why does he have this? This doesn't even combo in anything. What do you do with that? It's so weird of a punch. I don't think this belongs. I haven't played Tekken 6, so I can't say like old moves that need to come back. But this is definitely not one of those moves that should be here. I hate this thing. This one I can't complain about. Like, I know what this is for. This is for his 10 hit. This doesn't go in anything. So get rid of it. Just cut this hit punch. I don't know what you want to put there. Probably something that's like an up forward 2-1. Because he had something like that in 7. I think. We'll go back into 7 later and talk about it. But right now, that's one of those moves that need to be cut. Alright? Another move that needs to be dealt with is this. I hate this move. In 7, I loved it because it was a counter hit launcher. You did this? Good. You know people are stream? Boom. People love to spam? Fun. This was a fun move. In 8, though, it gives you a stance. Why? Who asked? Am I doing that on purpose? I sure didn't. It gives you +8 for almost nothing. I don't want this. Did it change frames too? No. Oh, it's because the counter hit. Okay. Yeah, but 11, that's not better. It's not a good move. If it gave me something that was a little bit more guaranteed. Let me see. That's 22. Something like that. Okay, maybe I can see it. But right now, this move has no place other than to stop you from going instant into this. That is the only thing that move serves for. It keeps you from doing this. And I hate that. Because I can't name the number of times where I'm just kind of doing this. And I'm like, I'm getting in their face, and I'm then deciding to do that. Now, admittedly, the input is down. But I honestly think, get rid of this. Make this just off stand. Off rip. Make this move off rip. Get rid of this. So this is kind of like a buff nerf argument here. And like I said, we're going to go into Tekken 7 in a little bit, and I will showcase some of this stuff. I think another thing that's actually going to come from Tekken 7, and we'll talk about it there as well, that comes from it, but I think it should be part of his heat. I kind of wish this actually still comboed, but it's fine. This is more like a feeling. But the thing that I do want to talk about, this. So in 7, it had a punch that went down. I would love that back. Alright, so I had to update this entire game. I should make note. I was just borrowing this from a friend. Welcome back to Tekken 7. I had to make note of a couple of the moves that explicitly from Tekken 7 I thought were amazing. Even though, yes, this is the worst iteration of Lars yet. It does have certain moves where I was like, wow, why don't we have this? Yeah, that's bad. So, that carry is probably one of my favorites. I kind of want that back. So that was one of the moves I had to showcase. I really wish we had that back, because it was like a cool mix-up tool, and it had a very interesting option. Plus, on block, it had the opportunity to, sorry, it had a mix-up opportunity property. On hit, it created a really good mix-up situation. So it's kind of something I did like, and I wish we had back. It's one of the few redeeming qualities of Tekken 7 Lars. Oh, side note, this outfit needs to come back. Doesn't need to have that end music, but bring me this outfit back. There are two outfits that every Tekken person wants. It's the Naruto Tekken 6 outfit and this. Those two things need to come back. Next was this move. So, this is what became that crappy move that I mentioned needed to be removed later. This needs to come back. Because right now, it's just bad. It's really bad. And it's frustrating that we have this. How did you do this anyway? Oh, that's what he was talking about. Okay, so Kazuku Lars also mentioned that he wanted this back. That makes a lot of sense now. That makes a lot of sense now. Okay, so yeah, he wanted that back as well. I'm a little hit or miss about it, but definitely I want this. I think every Lars main has a move they want. I think this needs to come back. This would be fun, be cool to play with. This would be good. We had there was a counter hit option. Oh wow, that actually puts him on off-axis property. Yeah, that's really it. Those are really the only things I wanted back. Give me Tekken 6 outfit, give me this Tekken 7 outfit. Give this or take away the move. I honestly could live without it as long as I can do... how did it work in this game? That. As long as I could do that with ease. Which, might I add... Yeah, I don't see the reason for this move. Especially since there's no real move where this is now. So honestly, maybe even switch the input to this. Yeah, I just don't see it. Yeah, so I definitely think bring those moves back and I'll be happy. But that's it. That's the end of this video. I hope to see you all, and I'm hoping to see Season 2 very soon. I'm going to try to like rush edit this now, so I pardon if it's not great. Thank you for watching. I will be streaming all throughout the week. And as the semester goes down, it'll probably be hit or miss on there. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Bye.